guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming an inspired look from Natasha Denona's Instagram pictures that she's been posting the past couple days. It is inspired by her sunset palette that she launched not too long ago, and I fell in love with the looks that she's been posting, especially this one. It looks like this. I tried to kind of recreate it, but then I kind of got I don't know what was going through my head. So it's similar to this picture, but look I have on my eyes is very similar, but mine's look kind of more like sorbet-ish, like the one the sun is like starting to set, and hers is like deeper in the crease, as you can see. I'm sure if you've seen on I'm sure you've seen it on her Instagram if you follow her, but I was really in love with the looks that she was creating with her sunset palette, so I had to recreate this look, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Mine is just more like pinky and hers is more like brownish kind of, but it's still very pretty and very on trend with the peachiness and peachy look and peach color that's really in right now during the spring and summer months. Obviously, if you're not comfortable with this like nude out lips, you can change it to something you're more comfortable with. I couldn't find something similar to hers. Hers is, I believe, is much more nude than the one I have on, but mine is a little bit more matte. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. If you guys have looks that you want me to create or recreate, comment down below. I wanted to film a tutorial inspired by Natasha Denona's new sunset palette that she recently launched. She's been posting quite a bit of pictures of them, so I got really inspired because they're like very summer sunset colored inspired, obviously. So this is the look that I'm going to recreate today. So this is the look right here. It's a very matte light peachy eye, just going on with the peachy trend that's happening right now, but with a twist. It's matte. The whole eyes are matte actually, and then the face is very like glowy. So first let me just prime my eyelids. Today I'm going to be using my Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. After priming my eyelids, I'm going to set my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this shade called Full Zip from the Colourpop Single Pressed Shadows, and using my MAC 252 brush to set my whole entire eyelid. Okay, and I'm going to move away from the eyes for just a second. I'm going to take my Glossier Haloscope highlighter in Quartz. It's actually called the Dew Effect highlighter. So I just want to do more of the glowy look, obviously. Glowy and like wet looking. I'm just going to apply it straight to my face. Mainly focusing on the nose and the cheeks. And then I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. To start with my eyes again, I'm going to go in with this shade called Issues from Colourpop. I believe it's part of their Nectar collection, and I'm going to be using my Morphe M511 brush. I'm just going to take this brush and focus it on the crease first. So we're just going to warm up the crease a little bit first before we apply that as our lid shade. And then just nicely build up because this look is very like soft. Obviously, if you have that palette, that's awesome, but if you don't want to spend $129, I believe the palette is, you can always find colors that are similar in your collection. So now, since I applied onto my crease, I'm just going to take my ring finger and just apply it straight to the lid. And then I'm just going to soften that out with the same brush. And do the same to the other eye. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm just going to go refer back to the picture. And it looks like in the crease she has kind of like a light pinky mauve color in there, so I'm just going to do that. I'm just gonna go in with something like really light first and then build up to a different color if I want. Take this shade called Secrets. It's also a matte, and I'm gonna take my Morphe R38 brush and just focus that onto the crease as well. It kind of looks like a sorbet eye right now. I'm just gonna zoom in just a little bit. Called Labyrinth from Colourpop. This is part of their pink collection, I believe, from spring. If not, it's part of their Valentine's Day collection, but I'm pretty sure it's part of the pink collection during their spring launches. And I'm going to just apply that where I applied Secrets. But this one is a little darker, so I'm just going to apply it very lightly and build up. I'm going to take the Morphe M504 and just blend. I'm not really achieving the depth that I want to, like there is in this picture, so I'm going to take a little bit of a brown-ish color. This is called Popular Demand from Colourpop. There's a little bit, it's a matte shade. Taking the same brush, I'm just going to dip it in. Okay, so I'm kind of, do you see that little depth that this one is missing? Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. I did take another shade. It's a little bit deeper. This is called Crisscross from Colourpop, and I use that on a Colourpop blending brush. And I just applied that, like, I just wanted to deepen it up a little because for this look, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of had this, like, brownish, orangey shade in the crease, and obviously I don't have that palette, but I'm really liking how this look turned out. I think this is a very pretty look and I really like it. So I just was kind of looking at colors and see which one I wanted to use, and this is just what I came up with. I intentionally wanted to kind of recreate this look. It's like I wanted to do a look inspired by it. But this look is just very pretty to me, and it just really caught my eye. I mean, it's kind of similar. I'm going to move on to complexion, and I'm going to be using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Oh my gosh, I just squirted the foundation all over my shirt. Oh, this is not good. Do you see that? Alright, it's fine. I'm just going to leave it on because, wow, that really sucked. Okay, I'm going to go back with my Lexi 526 large concealer brush to apply this, just to lay the foundation down to where I want it, and I'll blend it out with my beauty blender. I'm matching my background right now. And now I'm going to conceal. This is the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in Ginger. Okay, and I'm going to be using, for more kind of more coverage and to highlight my under eyes and the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. And I'm going to be using the brush Morphe M24 to lay down the concealer. Spread it. And I'm going to set everything with my RCMA No Color Powder. Make sure you are blending out the creases, because if you set your under eyes or whatever and it's still a bit creased, it's going to set like that. So I'm going to make sure everything is flawlessly blended. I always want to like quickly apply my RCMA powder so it doesn't have a chance to crease again, and then you can always like go back later. dusted off my RCMA No Color Powder. Now let's set the rest of the face. As usual, I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Light Plus and my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Diffused Powder in Diffused Light. Actually, it's just called Ambient Lighting Powder. But this is called Diffused Light. So I'm just going to mix them both using my Morphe E3. And just pat it all over your face. I'm going to warm up my face now. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tastic. It's the coconut one. And I'm going to be using the Luxie 502 Large Powder Brush. I wanted to clearly bronze up my face, kind of give it a little bit more shape and dimension. Now we're going to contour. This is the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette. Per usual, I'm just going to use all 4 of the contouring shades. And I'm going to be using my MAC 109. Just want to contour very lightly. I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones. Since I contoured, I'm going to use the RCMA powder again. While I am baking under my cheeks, I'm going to tightline. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in Blacquer. Looks like this. Do this off screen just because it's easier. I'm going to use the mascara, Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara, and then my lashes are going to be KoKo Goddess lashes, and I'll be right back. I applied my lashes, like I said, KoKo Goddess lashes, and then I'm going to apply blush now. This is the NYX Nude'Tude High Definition Blush. It's a Nude'Tude. And then I'm going to use my Japanese blush brush. This is just like a very muted pinkish brown. And I'm going to apply this nude eyeliner. This is Colourpop Honey something, I'm not quite sure, I'll find the shade, but this is just like a nude liner. And then I am going to apply some color on my lower lash. My Morphe M508, Taking Issues one more time. I need a mirror. I'm going to apply it in my inner corners. Do you see that? So a little bit of Issues, and then I'm going to take Popular Demand and pop that in the outer corner. Just for a little bit of depth. I'm gonna blend the two together so it kind of looks ombre, like light to dark. It's like that. So it kind of gives you, it kind of grounds it a little bit and doesn't look too weak. The same Morphe M508, Taking Issues, and applying it in the inner corner as a highlight. I'm going to set my brows. This is Maybelline's Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. Okay, and now I'm going to apply some highlighter. DiorSkin Nude Air Illuminizer in 001, which has kind of like a pinkish tone, I believe. I don't know if you can tell. But I'm using this highlighter because the Dior Illuminizers are more like glowy and with the wet effect, like, you know. So I'm going to use that. Morphe M501, obviously. And I'm just going to like blend as I go, kind of distribute it as evenly as I can. See, it just gives like a little like glowing wet effect, which is what it looks like in the picture. So I'm going to spray my face. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, but it's fine. I just love the smell of this spray, so I'm going to move on to the lips. In the picture she had pretty like nude out lips. I couldn't find something that I had similar in my collection, unfortunately. Like, looks like these. Very, very nude. Okay, if I can just zoom up. Very nude, as you can see. So I'm gonna compromise. So this is the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in Skimpy. I don't know how nude. This looks very nude on the thing, so. Then I'm going to use my Dose of Colors Sand, because this is like really nude on me, so we'll see. I think the lip liner kind of helped it not be like super nude. It's kind of like a pink nudie color right now. Okay, it's kind of really nude actually. This is the lip, and that's the end of the tutorial. And I'm not naked, by the way. I just changed because, you know, that foundation on my shirt was not okay. So this is actually the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.